Hi, this is going to be a video of our 2026-2027 calendar notebook and calendar gradebook. We offer each of these. This one is our calendar gradebook and this one is our calendar notebook. I'm going to go over the differences. You can either order a calendar gradebook or order a calendar notebook. The only difference is what comes in the back. And I'm also going to go over the differences between these versus our non-teacher and teacher planner. Our calendar notebook is exactly what it sounds like. It is the calendar pages plus notebook pages. This is a great option if you are someone who plans online and does not need the weekly layouts. There will not be any of our 9 layout options because those are for the weekly pages. Our calendar notebook is just calendar pages plus notebook pages. However, you can add any of our teacher resource pages to the calendar notebook. You can also add any tabs that come in our teacher planner if you would like to add that to the back. You can even add the entire teacher resource package. You can also add in pocket folders to the front or the back, or both. So you're going to come to the front here. This is going to have the same durable laminate on the front and also a nice aluminum coil. This is going to be significantly smaller though than our other planner options. Then we start off with the cover page. Then we have a place to record important events for the year. And these match our tab colors. And then a question I often get is if this comes with the doodle pages, and it does after the goals. So before each month or with each month dashboard, there will be a monthly themed doodle page as well as a little note section. So don't worry, you still get your doodle pages to color in the calendar notebook and the calendar gradebook. Then we have a month at a glance, which has important holidays for US as well as Canada, a place to take some extra notes, and some little month preview of the month before and after. Then this is where you will have some note pages. So you'll have a note page here, note page here, note page, and then it will be another doodle page, and then it starts the next month. Now the pages in between are going to be dependent upon which calendar notebook you go with. If you go with the calendar notebook full, that is going to have one topic space at the top and a bunch of lines underneath. If you are going to go with the calendar notebook with the half note option, the only difference is that the note pages will have 2 distinct boxes for topics. So that's what our half note pages will look like. So if you choose the calendar notebook half, you are going to have the half note pages, which has 2 topic boxes instead of 1 at the top. Then it's going to repeat the same thing. You've got your month at a glance, note page, and doodle page. That will repeat. So it starts with July of 2026 and will go all the way to June of 2027. Then if you get the calendar notebook, you will have 30 note pages in the back. And if you choose the calendar notebook full, you'll have full ruled notes that are 30 of those here. And again, you can add other teacher resource pages to this if you would like, including any of our teacher resource tabs. So I'll show those really quick. So if you would like to have any of these teacher resource pages that come in our teacher planner or even the tabs, you can add those to the back, including you can add the entire teacher resource package to the calendar notebook or gradebook as well. If you do get this, we will add the 30 note pages that come in the back of your calendar notebook to the notes section so that it stays a nice flow and organization. Another popular tab is our teacher tab because it has a password page on the back. And also our grades tab is very popular because the easy grader. And then also our notes tab if you want to quickly flip to the notes. So you can purchase all 4 tabs or just then you can purchase each one individually. Then we have our calendar gradebook. Our calendar gradebook is just like the calendar notebook. It's even going to have note pages in between each month, but in the back is going to be 30 gradebook pages. So we have our cover page, just like the other one, place for events for the year, goals, month dashboard, month at a glance, note pages, and our calendar gradebooks come with the half notes or the split notes. Doodle page, month at a glance. So same thing, starts with July of 2026 all the way to June of 2027. And then in the back, going to be 30 gradebook pages. These are the same gradebook pages that come in our teacher planner as well as our individual gradebooks. To go over the gradebook page, this is one gradebook spread. It will have enough space for up to 35 different students. It will also have 38 different columns for 38 different assignments. This is intended for one class. This right here is a spot for student initials, or you can put your students' first names, and this is where you can put their first and last name. This is so you can see across the coil and make sure that you do not mess up when you are trying to grade after you have across the coil. And then another tip, once you have filled out all of the grades here and you're ready to move on to the next spread so that you do not have to rewrite the names, you can fold or cut this off. That's what I do. I just cut it off. And that way you can have the same names that you already wrote and not have to rewrite all of those names again. You can also probably find some little removable tabs off of Amazon to section these off if you have multiple classes. And then the back is a split note. Also, another tip, you can also add pocket folders to the front and the back. You may want to add some pocket folders to the back so that you can put some answer keys as well as rubrics in the back. And our laminated covers are great to stick on different post-it notes if you need to put some reminders in the back or in the front. Then real quick, just to show you the thickness difference between our teacher planner and our calendar notebook. This is our teacher planner. This is our calendar notebook or gradebook. Of course, if you add more pages to the calendar notebook or gradebook, we will have to increase the coil size. And then this is the size difference between our non-teacher and calendar notebook or calendar gradebook.